at the bottom of the Divine Feminine card, I'm just gonna read it. It says, the frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. And the other cards that I had are from the Native American deck that I have, which was Fire Medicine, Passion, Spontaneity. But if the quality is really bad, but that's a female figure in the fire. Reminds me of how the Divine Feminine Shakti, right? Or the dark form of the Divine Mother Goddess, be it Kali, be it Sekhmet, or the thousands of year old goddesses in different faith systems. There's always fire related to the Divine Feminine too. And then the card that you said, number 2, Justice, right? That one goes with this one, Truth as Protection. So truth, justice prevailing, and then I'll go to that one later. That's also relevant. Balancing of the scales. Divine Feminine, as I keep posting, is rising to help the Divine Masculine imbalanced energy on our planet come back into balance. So these cards that are coming out tonight are pointing to how we need to regain or rebalance Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine energies. So whoever has joined, as part of joining, I've mentioned before, it's like sort of a spiritual agreement by our higher selves that whatever we talk about, it's going to be relevant to us, and we're helping each other have this communication, not just in the physical but at a spiritual level as well. So the cards coming out, either you pick the number and something comes out, or I pick something, they're in alignment. And I'm not just saying that, but it previously, like, we've noticed how the message, the theme, the cards that come out always relate to that. And then again, if you just joined from the Sacred Geometry deck, I was just about to shuffle it, but randomly, like, I just happened to open it up, and then the card that was in my face was the Divine Feminine card. So that just means we're in alignment, and our spirit guides are here, and they never go anywhere. We just need to acknowledge them. So this morning, so if you do a lot of energy work, or if you meditate, you start seeing visions, or you get something called downloads or direct messages, either from your guides, spirit guardians, or your higher self. So the colors that I got were yellow and pink, and then this card is all pink. It makes sense. I mean, it's also basic, like pink is a feminine color, but there's, if you can see, this light blue. So the pink hues, energies. So I'm using colors now to refer to divine feminine and divine masculine. So remember that as we continue our conversation, because we're not talking about male, female in physical form. We're talking about energies. So the divine feminine is rising. It has been rising for decades now, and it's encasing the divine masculine, which is represented here by the blue orb. This is a beautiful sacred geometry illustration right here. And then if you look closely, you'll see Metatron's cube, the hexagonal shape in the middle, and that's orange. Metatron's all about the orange power center. He's an archetype, so it's not really a he. It's it's another power. So that's another topic. But right in the middle, then we have source, or we refer to the spark within everyone, right? The light. So that's in there. So this is a really beautiful card, putting us like, if you can see, Our Lady here, our goddess, you can call her, has a balancing scale. So justice, balance. So again, masculine, feminine energies are balancing out. So there's a physical battles, wars going on right now, but they are a reflection of the spiritual wars, battles between the light and dark that has been going on for ages, not just on our planet, but the different galaxies. I know this because all I do is research this stuff, and now you know because I'm sharing, because otherwise this is just information sitting inside my head. But we need to talk about this stuff and share it, so it becomes easier for us to navigate these hard times. Mentally, these times are not easy. So the more inwards we can go, the better we can balance our own energies and bring peace into our own mind, and then help others get into their peaceful mental state as well. And then that's how, if you see the different flowers, if I do it, you do it, right? And we all do it. That's how the energy will spread. If these were not blooming, if they were all dying flowers, which that's how the state of our current planet seemed like, right? Everyone just literally, no one's blooming, right? All of us humans, all of us spirits are kind of like dimming. So that's how it seems, but that is not the case. Light is increasing. So another beautiful like download or message I keep getting and reflecting on is light sees light and darkness, where darkness only wants to see darkness. So that's the beauty of light, because the light has been increasing on our planet, and more whoever, like, I know usually whoever joins, they're aware of this, us talking about how at a human mental level, yes, there is suffering, yes, there is pain, but to cope with that, we need to remember we are also spiritual beings, and then our spirit is carrying us through this. Source is carrying us through this along with our spirit guides. There's a lot of information, and then I don't want to go over time here, but we'll have more of these Navratris. So again, going back to Navratri, the topic of that, Nav means 9, Ratri means night. So there are 9 nights celebrating. So this is Hinduism. India, I think all of you are aware, whoever has joined, about this celebration of the divine feminine or the divine mother archetype. I want to make it clear that we're not going to talk about one faith, because all faiths have the divine feminine energy. Yeah. And then again, these gods, this divine feminine energy, it's not like gods, goddesses in the sky. It's within us. We honor when we do prayers, when we meditate, when we set up altars. We do it to honor the divine feminine energy or archetype of source, creator, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, within ourselves. Not the human. The human is within source. So we're honoring that. I think that's what we have forgotten over like hundreds of years, thousands of years. Sources within is like said and done, but we don't really get a chance to sit and reflect on that when we do pray, when we do honor the divine, when we say glory, glory to God, may God be victorious, we're kind of just praying to source within us. So that's in a sense like, wait, I'm just honoring myself, right? That's the missing connection that I think I'm trying to remember. It's not like you get it and then everything is easy in life. No. We still have to function as a human, and then every day you have to remind yourself of your own divinity. So, yes, divine feminine, the purpose of these little workshops or sessions will be to honor the divine feminine energy within us and all those around us. And the bigger picture, if you move out, is the cosmic divine feminine energy, the matrix, the Maya, honoring creation, good, bad, and ugly, seeing that it's all in orchestration. And I'm sharing these words, these messages. They're not just coming from me, they're from teachers I follow, and then I reflect on these things, and then I'm sharing. So it's all energy based, and it's all spiritually based and psychically based. So I think the other card that came out that applies to divine feminine from the Native American deck that I have is power, place, earth, connection, empowerment. So again, Shakti rising. In Hinduism, again, the concept of Shiv Shakti. Shiv is the divine masculine. Shakti is the divine feminine. So the creator and the creation. I don't know if any of you or some of you have seen, the shows about Shiv Shakti or Shiva on TV, but if you do, this is a great, and if you don't, actually, I highly recommend you check it out. There should be episodes on YouTube, or just Google search it. You'll get so much beneficial information. And then talking about activations are activating something is remembering something, reflecting on it, and then retaining the new information. It's not new because it's latent in our consciousness, right? Because we never leave source, the matrix and the quantum field of everything in the Akasha. It's all there. We have access to it. So it's us connecting our consciousness channel to this wider field of information. and tuning into that. So we want to call it remembering and activating that knowledge within our own consciousness. So that's why meditation is very beneficial, guided meditation. It's just that not a lot of teachers make it a point to tell you that affirmations or mantras, or be it shabads, like they have words in them that activate certain information and energy points within our being, within our physical being, mental being, emotional being, and spiritual being. So remembering, reflecting, retaining, restoring all the R's that you can think of, that's an activation. And then you have to apply it in your own life, in everything you do, be it work, be it chores, be it going to a grocery or any market, right? How mindful are you when doing literally anything? When brushing your teeth, are you thinking about something, your mind somewhere else, but your body's doing this action? When you're driving, you're listening to music, so are you focusing on where your hands are, how strongly you're holding the steering wheel? It's just bringing mindfulness to everything you do is meditation. It's not always just closing your eyes, sitting somewhere. The bigger form of meditation is just being living mindfully. Living is a meditation if you want to remember or activate that in your psyche, right? Okay, so yeah, yes, presence, mindfulness. Yep. Yeah, what do you guys think about divine feminine when you hear the terms, the words divine feminine? What do you associate with divine feminine? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the key word that you guys are mentioning is empowerment, which are Native American guides, right? Earth Mama, Pachamama, empowerment, rooting. Yes, balancing between dark energies, dark and light energies. So, yesterday, today's the second night. Yesterday, the goddess that's being revered or honored and remembered, I was reading in the caption on one of the posts, it was the root chakra. And then earth connection, empowerment. I'm glad that card came up because that's all about grounding. Remembering that Mother Earth is called Mother for a reason. Gaia, Pachamama, they're all our ancestors were more spiritually tuned in to energies on our planet, whereas we have forgotten that connection because of technology, and we made our homes, we secluded ourselves from nature, started building industries, more concrete, less nature. So we cut off our connection because of that. But our ancestors knew, and they still have stored their teachings in that Akasha, that sacred network of consciousness that everyone has access to via meditation, or just the willingness to sit and reflect, connect with the divine, and rechannel this knowledge that we are connected to nature. Our body is the earth. So when we do yoga, physical exercises, that's a way of connecting or strengthening our root chakra, because we're connecting with earth. We're focusing on our body. This is earth. And that's why root chakra is related to our blood, bones, skin. So empowerment comes from grounding, knowing that we are connected to a wider energetic grid network. And then life is being channeled through us, light and dark. Like you mentioned, both those energies in a polarity-based, duality-based world, dark and light are the key ingredients. That's why in our faiths, they say don't label anything good or bad at a spiritual level. Physically, mentally, like when we egoistically, ego, when I say it's just our personality, as a human, we do have to label things good or bad, in order to live a human life, to experience this being a human. We acknowledge that. But at a spiritual level, we know not to judge, because it's all part of creation. But again, divine feminine has been suppressed, and because of that suppression, the divine masculine is also out of balance. So when now divine feminine energies, I know a lot of people think it's women empowerment, which is like, yeah, that's the ground, like brick by brick, right? That's one of the bricks of divine feminine. Like the females channel divine feminine energy, the soft, receptive side. But one thing it isn't is feminism. It's not feminism. Divine feminine is actually receptive. She receives. She's like that. That's one form of Shakti, because the other form is darkness. The mother, Kalima, so Kalima is also considered the killer of evil, like the demons, right? Like she will end evil. I know she looks scary, but that's her form. So again, going back to the concept of darkness, is darkness there to devour like us, our light, or is it there to support us, give us strength? You guys have probably seen, and I mentioned the pyramid, or not the pyramid, but the energy frequencies, how anger, apathy, like hate are lower frequency, love, peace, and all of that, courage are higher. Today I was reflecting on that. I would call it a ladder. You need all those human emotions and feelings. You need those frequencies to go from the base level as a human being and rise, go up and down, and not get stuck on one of them, and not judge that you're mad or you're angry, right? That you're apathetic. No, as a human, we are programmed to have that. If we weren't, it wasn't in our DNA, in our program, we wouldn't experience it. So here's where divine masculine comes in. When Kali forgets her divine feminine side, her light side, divine masculine rises and brings her back into balance. And then another vision I got this morning was a hand, right? And then on that, a snake, a serpent rising, and the serpent colors were for dark green and light green. So Shakti is also representative of the Kundalini, if you guys have heard. The Kundalini is basically our Shakti, latent Shakti. It rises from our Muladhara chakra, root chakra, rises through all the centers until our energy is balanced, spirals up, and meets Shiva. So that's the divine union. And when in balance, it's Shiv and Shakti. It's masculine, divine, feminine energies. But again, the imbalances in our chakras don't allow the free movement of Shakti up and down. That's why we get blockages. That's why we get physical chronic conditions. And that's why we want to work on our energy healing and all that good stuff. So yesterday's was the root chakra, goddess for just our activating our root chakra, that hey, wake up, you need to increase your power, you need to remember your Shakti that's within you to fight the darkness that's out here in our planet right now. But you have to start with yourself, acknowledging your shadow, working on your shadow, the stuff that you hide within yourself that needs healing, that's causing you blockages. And then going back, right? If anything you remember from today, it's feminine supports masculine when masculine is weak. And then when feminine is weak, masculine supports her. I think that's good enough to initiate the divine feminine conversation for today. But we need to do a prayer and meditation. And so I did make a little altar. I'll post a picture later. But basically, I would recommend, if you haven't already, if you don't celebrate Navratri, or you do, if you're doing puja or you have like a little altar set up. And if you don't, make your altar, make it fun. Let me show you once again what I put. So for me, it's basically the Kuan Yin energy, but I put a unicorn, a mermaid. Again, we don't want to limit the divine feminine to a human female form. And then we have our Kalima, warrior, goddess energy. So what are we trying to fight? We're trying to fight the darkness within us. And as a collective human consciousness, collective spirit, we want to fight the demons out there. And then we have Mother Kuan Yin. She's the gentle form, the softer, receiving, receptive form, nurturing form of the Divine Mother Goddess. She's in Kuan Yin is based from Chinese mythology, Chinese faith. She's one of my main spirit guides. I didn't choose her. Like, we have spirit contracts and soul contracts, and these guides will make it a point in your life, starting from when you're born, throughout your life, reflect back on this. Which spirit guides or ascended masters have been popping up in your own life since your childhood? Think about the colors that have been coming up, your favorite colors, or what are you drawn to? Let's pick a card from Mother Kuan Yin's deck and use that to initiate our prayer. But when we do this small prayer meditation, again, I want to go back to the colors yellow and pink, which if you can imagine Palestine, that whole region. So why do we want to focus on that region, right? Because I was just reflecting on this right now. When our body is hurt, right? If my spleen is like suffering and my heart is fine, it only like is hurt a little bit. I hope you get what I mean. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna just treat them equally and then give them both the same attention. I was thinking about that. I'm like, if a body part is really hurt, you need to focus on that. You need to send that more love, more attention, more positive energy, so it can, so that will strengthen it. That way, when it's strong, it has a ripple effect of defending itself or getting stronger and spreading that strength. So that's why I was trying to focus on sending prayers and a collective group prayer, which has a energetic signature to it. And then again, we have our colors yellow and pink, if you think about them, bathing that whole region with the pink orb with the yellow in it. So when we do the meditation, imagine a pink orb with yellow in it. Or you can, I'll post this later, but for now, those were the colors that we had. And then remember Divine Feminine, the Kundalini, the balancing of even Mother Gaia, Mother Earth. She has been rattling our planet. All the weather, all the wars, all the chaos. Shakti is close. She's rising again to meet Shiva to gain that divine union of the God and Goddess matrix. Creation, creator matrix coming back into balance. So 10:10. Do a 5-minute meditation. It might be guided, it might be not. So, okay, this is a card that wants through. Mother of Mercy. So again, just as in the Indian culture or Hinduism, there are different forms of the Divine Mother. Kuan Yin has different forms as well. So the card is Mother of Mercy. Okay. Dispensations of mercy come when we are without recourse, ending a cycle of manipulation, unkindness, or unconsciousness. This spiritual assistance is offered to you now from a place of loving respect, kindness, and great spiritual power. Blessings to Kuan Yin, Mother of Mercy, who watches over us with attentive love and cares for our spiritual progress. Again, the Divine Mother, Mother of Mercy, Divine Feminine, our spiritual guides, our spiritual connection. It's here. It's not a made-up thing. And I can say that to you with confidence because I've experienced it and you have experienced it, although we keep forgetting and not to the extent that's in our faces. That's why we use cards. That's why we see signs, symbols everywhere, and they get louder and louder. But yes, Spirit is here with you, supporting you through all of this. And right now we need mercy. Our humanity needs mercy, forgiveness from Source, from our own divinity. We need to address our shadows, which we are doing collectively without judgment. There is a karmic cycle that is balancing out at a spiritual scale. Not to say that people aren't suffering. Again, yes, there's pain, suffering, but like this card, one of you picked balancing, justice of the scale needs to be met before we progress spiritually, like Mother of Mercy wants us to do, spiritual progress. Okay. Then at the bottom, again, love. So for our meditation, just relax. You can lie down if you want to, or sit comfortably, cross your legs if you want to. I would say relax your legs and don't cross them. That allows for better energy flow when your legs are uncrossed. And then breath-wise, just make sure your diaphragm, you're not crouched. Open up your chest and then hold your finger below your nose. Check how your breath is right now. Start focusing to breathe from your stomach, your tummy. Coming into the present. Rub your hands together, activate our hand chakras. Remembering that we are also energy, consciousness, not just a physical manifestation of spirit, but an energetic, a colorful, vibrational manifestation of Source. Whether it's noisy around you or quiet, it's okay. Just focus on your breath, and then again, whenever you feel like you start crouching and squishing your stomach, just put your left hand on your solar plexus chakra, your stomach, and then straighten it out. Okay, so in our mind's eye, between our eyebrows or the middle of our forehead, let's do our taps. And for 11 taps, we will say or start building the imaginary image in our third eye of the pink orb with a smaller yellow orb within it. Eventually turning both of those orbs into heart shapes. Right now that's what's coming to me, and then focusing on sending that energy of pink, yellow, light, healing, love, light energy, collectively, whoever is here present, together as an energy bubble or rays, light orbs to Palestine. Then focusing in on all the civilians that are there, the human beings, the plants, the animals, just that collective energy to strengthen their spirit. And strengthen our own spirit. And then the collective spirit of humanity. So 2 fingers on your third eye, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Picture the sun with a pink hue around it. Yellow sun, light orb. If it's hard to picture it, you can say the words yourself. Yellow orb of healing light surrounded by pink orb of love light. Yellow orb of healing light surrounded by healing love light of pink. Pinkish hues, yellow hues. Allow whatever colors start appearing if they do for you. Everyone's slightly tuned in to their third eye, different frequencies, so be patient with your third eye, with your inner eye. Now imagine this yellow light spreading in your entire forehead, then your skull lighting up, your throat center is slowly going to move down our entire body until our whole body is colored in yellow. Healing energy, activate yellow healing energy body within us. Yellow ray of light, Mother of Mercy. Bathe us with your grace, mercy within our own being. Balancing our divine masculine energy with divine feminine energy. We program our mind to remember the light codes of healing within us to balance our divine masculine and divine feminine energies. And now we bring in the pink ray of light from our third eye. See it increasing gently, softly. blending with the yellow body in which we are meditating right now. Activating the love light frequency from Source, Divine Mother Source, archetype within us. As we sit in this energy, as spirit, as consciousness, as our higher self, from our heart center into our higher heart center, and then whoever has joined today or will meditate on this later today to connect our higher heart centers into one and project this love, healing, light energy towards Palestine. In spirit, there is no physical location. In source consciousness, there is no physical location, but here. The healing that's needed is here. And the energy of healing love light is needed here. And here in this higher heart center is where the Divine Mother holds Palestine, the area, the heart part of our Mother Earth is being strengthened now with prayers not from just this group of souls, but all those who are currently praying, advocating for justice, fighting against the oppressors, the oppressive energy, the innocent, the children, the mothers, the fathers. We don't need to give in to the shadows any longer. The karmic cycle is balancing out. It has balanced out in spirit. We acknowledge this. We attune now into a higher frequency timeline where this battle between dark and light is no longer necessary. And now we bring both our hands together on our heart center. Acknowledging that the layer, the sheath of protection and energy activation that we have done right now for ourselves and those who have joined now and those who we extended this healing love light energy to, with the help of Divine Mother, Mother of Mercy, We acknowledge that this has reached where it was intended to reach, and we were merely just channels for this healing prayer. And we want to seal this healing energy for ourselves, the days to come, to be strong in our peace and in our power, so we can be there for our loved ones who are near us, but also our loved ones referred to as the collective humankind. And then as humankind, we want to support all the sentient beings on our planet. And we want to thank Divine Mother Gaia, the Mother of Mercy, and all the goddesses that hold the archetype of Mother, Divine Mother. An equal part of our Creator Source, just as the Divine Masculine. Scales are being balanced. Energy is rising. Energy has risen. It's playing out. And we see the darkness. We acknowledge it. We extend our light to this darkness. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm not sure the next session, but it'll be soon. And again, please share anything you want to regarding Navratri or Divine Mother Matrix. Not just within our group, but like post healing stuff on your stories. There's so much, news of suffering, which is also necessary, because just like our meditation, we want to acknowledge the darkness and hold it with our light. We don't want to suppress it. We want to love it and transform it into light. Some of what I imagine within my body. Oh, I love that. The yellow and the pink. Oh, I'm going to take a screenshot because this won't let me save the chat. Yeah, thank you guys, because you may not realize, we don't realize as human beings, but like the source power that's within us it creates worlds, creates universes. So again, remember your solar plexus, your yellow and your pink as well, your masculine and feminine. Nice. Yeah, a bunch of you have, I know your third eyes are active, but it's just trusting your intuition. So that's awesome. All right, 10:32. Okay, bye. Good night. Thank you. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna take another screenshot. I love that. that this is what this is about, like activating our own like inner sight, our spiritual sight. Okay. Yeah, feel free to share. Like you can message me, whatever, right? But yeah, I love that. The Lordy fire, all the colors, pink, blue, purple, pink, blue, purple. Just like, again, ending on this. Awesome. Okay. Bye.